you looking for a killer amp sim? You want to sound great, but your is broke? What if I told you there's something out there that can deliver the goods for less than half of what Nerual DSP charges? Not convinced? Yeah, that was only 49 bucks. Amp sims have come a very long way over the last few years. Now, 20 years ago when I built this studio, amp sims were the laughing stock of the guitar world. However, Moore's law states that technology doubles every 2 years, and in 2024, we're at the sweet spot between computers giving us great sounding amp sims and total enslavement to our artificially intelligent overlords. It's a great time to be a guitar player. Not so sure about 5 years from now, though. So, what's the deal here? Who made this? And why is it so freaking cheap? This is the Laney Ironheart by Aurora DSP. So got the amp sim ready to go. I got it on the main machine here. I've got like a remote control here on this little table that's ever so flimsy. Hopefully I don't kick it over in the process of making this video. So I'm gonna say right now, I mean, I don't own a Laney Ironheart, so I don't know how close this is to the real thing or not. I'm gonna take a wild guess that the Ironheart might be slightly different from a 5150 or a rectifier. It might be based off a different amp, say maybe an earlier Laney. I don't know. That reminds me, I am going to be doing a video looking at some outlier amps. I'm going to be looking for, shall we say, a crap ton of nuance instead of just a slight nuance. Anyway, point being is, that's going to be coming up in a few weeks. But you guys are here right now for the killer amp sim for only 49 bucks. So what can this thing do? Sodomy. All right, I know that's why you guys showed up for. You always guys want to hear the clean sounds, so I thought we'd start with that instead of the typical metal stuff. Anyway, I'm sure all you Family Guys fans know that one, even though that's a bit fairly poorly played. Sorry, I'm not big on cowboy chords. It's something I never quite learned. Obviously, it's something I need to practice. It's something I'm doing quite a bit regular these days, so who knows, maybe I can work that up to speed at some point. But anyway, yeah, clean sound on this isn't half bad. This is like country clean. We got like country clean 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was son of a bitch. Now keep in mind, these are the Aurora presets, and Aurora is based in Poland. I didn't know they had a big country music scene in Poland, but hey, why not? That might be a little too much slap for my taste. Anyway, that's getting into like Elvis territory. I think I kind of like country clean 1, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's more like it. Missed one chord there. Oh well, almost. What can I say? I'm not a shit kicker at heart. I am a metalhead through and through. That's the whole reason I picked up a guitar in the first place. No, that's not actually true. The reason I picked up a guitar in the first place is because I went to go see a band play my high school, and I watched all the girls freak out, and I'm like, I gotta do that. So yeah, okay, that was why. And if anybody tells you they picked up a guitar for any other reason than getting laid, they are absolute fucking liars. All right, now, sorry to disappoint all the Clean Channel fans, but this is a metal channel, so I'm gonna play at least a smidgen of metal and let you guys hear what it's all about. All right, now I was gonna say, one thing I'm noticing here is a certain buzziness to the sound, and I'm not sure if it's the amp or we've got some stomp boxes in place here. It might be the Steel Park overdrive I'm using, because otherwise, I mean, like the amp sound was like. I like what this is doing, the distortion. I've just got it as like a volume boost, but it's adding a little bit of nastiness into the sound. It's pretty cool. A little bit of buzz, a little bit of grind, a little bit difficult, a little bit more off the beaten path. And then we got the monolith here. You know, it's just... Okay, that's actually kind of insane too. Let's turn that off. Turn the stomps off altogether. And I'm seeing we do have a, we got a pre-boost here as well. That's pretty fucking nasty. Let me back that one off a little bit. That's why I had the pedal on. I like the nasty. I like the snarlier bit. Yeah, that's a little much. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back with the pedal. Not a fan of that. Now, one of the big selling points for this plugin is something called the Bogren IRX technology, which they're labeling as a more realistic cabinet simulation. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if I'm completely sold on that, but I think it works well in this instance. I don't know if that's going to work across the board or not, but it's definitely worth checking out. Run for your lives! It's the Spectre Digital Spring Thing! From the frozen north, the thing emerges to wreak havoc throughout the world of pro audio plugins. It only comes once a year to give you the ultimate virtual rhythm section, element bass amp, singularity virtual bass, and extinction level event 2.0 drums. A package so heavy, so lethal, it can't be contained. What's more, the thing includes Metal Essentials Volume 1 and Volume 2, custom MIDI groove packs for Extinction Level event. But the horror continues! You also get Alex Nazla's mixing and mastering a full metal album, and plus all of my courses too. Total heavy guitar, producing prog metal, mixing symphonic folk metal, and mixing metal and Reaper with free plugins for all of you guys out there looking for the best deal possible. The spring thing has come, but it will only be around till Sunday night, and then it's moving on to terrorize another dimension. Get it now for only $180 or 4 payments for only $45 because no one escapes the Spectre Digital Spring Thing.
Now back to the show.
Now, to be completely honest, I think this works best as a closed system. It doesn't play very nicely with some of my favorite IRs, but then again, I feel like I've barely scratched the surface of its capabilities. You can do a serious deep dive with this and no doubt get some great results. But for me, the place where it really shines, however, is on the full mix. Remember, guys, how the guitar sounds on its own is irrelevant. Nobody is buying tickets to see you play with yourself. How the guitar sounds with the rest of the band, that's what's important. Once again, I have to stress, where the guitar is important is how it sounds in the rest of the mix. And as a studio engineer, I think that's the critical point. And I think it does a wonderful job in that context. Now, if you're wondering about the bass tone, that's Element Bass, Spectre Digital's bass amp sim, and that's available right now. You can get yourself a copy of the Ironheart at Aurora DSP for only $49. Now that's a hell of a deal, especially if you're looking for something that's just a little bit different. And if you're completely broke, there's a 14-day trial if you want to check it out. What have you got to lose other than breaking out of the 5150 Vintage 30 cliche that everybody seems to love so much? Links in the description below. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, when you hit record, give it everything you got. What if I told you there's something out there that can now you can get the Laney Ironheart. One more time, I fucked that up. You can get yourself a copy of the Laney. Fuck. One more time.